everything listed there was cause of death. Of course, that's just me and my assumptions, and it's always wrong to assume things. Oh, sorry, I probably blew into the mic. Brian Frost is wondering if you'd stream Phoenix, right? You could. You probably like it. It's much better than this game. It's much more lighthearted, even though it does have death.
Obvious, is it not?
Cloud Monkeys is just like Phoenix, right? You need to pay attention to the details like that.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
It's one of the causes of death. Unless you want to say true cause of death. Why you played through the first 3 Phoenix Wrights? Really? Oh yeah, I should know that because we were talking about it.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
No, it's always important, Soda Man.
Well, Monokuma?
Oh, you mean the trilogy? You don't know which one you want to replay. I don't know. First one is pretty obvious. Second one I would think would be the good one.
I plead the 5th!
What the hell? I plead the 5th? What's the 5th?
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
It's an oxymoron.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case,
But even during Gun's case, and even before Mikan's case. You mean he was poisoning himself from day 1?
the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case. Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
No, his death was a suicide, but not by the means we all thought it was.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
Fraud is surprised enough that people like him for streaming P3 Fest. Yeah, because it's Persona 3. Who doesn't not like Persona 3?
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
No.
Huh?
Firefrost is the emo mood is starting to get to me. Can't wait to get to P4G. Yeah, that's about the point when you're at the point in Persona 3 where I just decided to flip the table and hated the game. Because at that point in the game where you're at, everything about it I just started to hate. It's also around that time in the game is where Persona Q happens.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
So I guess you can say the trigger point and when Persona Q happens is where I started to hate Persona 3.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
P4 fanboys and P1, P2 fanboys that hate P3, those are who dislike P3. Cloud Monkey 98, yeah. I like the idea behind Persona 3. I just don't like certain characters in Persona 3. I'm not hating Persona 3 in general. Specifically, I just hate Junpei. Really, I just hate him.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
Junpei with his mini heel turn. That was worse than Hogan. Hogan's heel turn. Yeah.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Cloud Monkey likes Junpei.
Just to be safe, huh?
Okay.
Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
Kane's always so overly excitable.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright.
That's always true, except that supposedly in this world, you don't know what the very end is. I mean, everyone assumed the very end was what happened a few minutes ago when everyone decided that it was suicide by spear.
That's what I believe.
Aww.
I enjoy the Persona 3 music more than the Persona 4. Actually, a good mixture between the two, but yeah, I like more of the tracks in Persona 3. I listen to more.
Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Burn my bread. Alright, my video signal cut up for a second. Okay, I'm gonna have to readjust my video cable. This is kind of weird. I think the splitter is acting all funky on me. Hold on, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully that didn't screw up too much. Byron says, P3 music you can listen to over and over. P4 music's only good for the first 100 times. And yet we have dancing all night. I bet the Persona 3 music's gonna be DLC. Alright, intermission.
No, no!
The silent treatment. That's my line. I hate you so much right now. Why Francis, how does Persona Q make any sense? Because used in Inaba 2 years before. The answer is time travel.
By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Marfa says, wait,
So
what?
we're working together. Where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Oh, the explosion that caused Tyrus sent some stuff into the future? Yeah, Cloudwing says the whole game is in a rift in the space-time continuum. Yeah, I still haven't figured out what was the trigger that caused Persona Q to happen in the first place. Because I haven't actually beat the game yet. But I do know what happens at somewhere around the point where you're at.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
Now this is what sucks. Because only Chiaki and Hajime know about the poison gear in Nagito's room. So everyone else is legitimately clueless.
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Wait, Brian Fraud, what did you just say? You said the favorite thing about Persona 5 is gonna be a prequel and the main character is gonna be young Adachi? What? That would be kind of tricky, also if it's true, but that's already too much information that I wanted to know.
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's possible that we overlooked something.
Yes, because we did. Because you were there. I was there. We all were there. It's just a troll tweet. Plus the favorite thing said about Persona 5. I can understand it.
And let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
Well, it's any one of these to blue piece of blue paper or the special sauce or secret sauce. Actually, I shouldn't say secret sauce. That sounds really gross.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
He did not bleed to
There's
death.
no way he burned to death.
Nope.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Oh god, get out of the way! God damn it!
If it's something that can't be seen,
Ah!
maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
There we
I
go.
agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
How could you? It was like, well, I guess in this time frame, they've only been there for about 20 so minutes. That would have been at least half an hour, maybe an hour, since you last saw it. Because they were called in to the trial room right after they finished like looking into his room.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
As a thug expert would know that.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
Hey, stay away. That's Mikan territory. As Barnack would say.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That would be pretty sneaky.
That's also a possibility.
Barnack says, "Forgive her."
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
Don't have to drink poison.
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
So he put the poison in a packet of aluminum, put it in his mouth and sealed it up, then swallowed it.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
What? What?
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Unless he aerosols it.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
That's not like her to say just kidding. At this moment.
Are there any left?
Hell no! No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
He's such a raging hard-on for like this impossibility fact. First he doesn't believe that the spear killed him, now he's totally onto it.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Yep, we already read it. I already read it. I already came up with the logic dive. I don't have to do it in game. Liquid, solid, or gas? Gas. I'm forever wounded by Bill Nye the Science Guy whenever. Oh, dude, ran out of life. Whenever the subject of solid, gas, or liquid comes up, I just keep thinking of that Bill Nye the Science Guy episode. Which is kind of weird. That episode is borderline 15 years old. Close to 20. 20 years old, maybe. My thoughts, it's a solid. Solid.
We will never give up.
Oh, they changed the They changed the position of those answers. Cause I was expecting it to be on the blue side again. Pretty sneaky. Whoops. Ah! God damn it. These are actually getting really hard. Like, legitimately hard. Like, you really have to slow down for these things. Can't, like, hold the accelerator on all of it. Which really kind of sucks. Ah! Got stupid corners. Ah! So close. Ah! Damn it! Ah, screw it. I want to... I'll just tap on the accelerator. Through his mouth? It's probably nose. Yep, through his nose. No, spiraling.
It's all coming together.
Bike Fraud is saying, Tiger, what did you do to my body?
Poison. We assume he
You're
inhaled
asking
it.
people to go to J-Fest. Why are you asking people to go to J-Fest? And also secretly, I did it! Logic Dive reminds you of Lawnmower Man.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
That's some fine print.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
I'm gonna have to read the label again. Handle with care, voltage lows, and vaporize. Heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and susceptible to hydrolysis. So meaning it gets absorbed by water.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
And it caused literal acid rain.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poison.
Was it? Was it really?
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
But the timing of it would be off, because inhaling the poison would be instantaneous, meaning that he would have had to inhale it after the spear dropped.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
Yeah, why is there still more? His motive is still unclear. True, very true.
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
No, there is.
There might have been an accomplice.
That's what I've been saying since the beginning. Nagito would not act on his own. He would always have an accomplice with him.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
Because it was inside that capsule.
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
What the hell? Meat on the bone. If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, and the thing would have left behind is the container.
see. Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
That's logical. Why are you so
It
confused?
was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Yeah, the accomplice is the traitor.
Like, does that really matter all that much?
Yes, because we have Monokuma has implied before that an accomplice can trigger the murder, be the trigger for the murder, and therefore the accomplice would be the true murderer, as in case 2 and case 3.
I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
No, it does. Chapter 3. Or did you guys all forget?
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
And you of all people should know that an accomplice could cause murder.
You're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
But that's what this game is all about. Oh man, Hajime's all constipated.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
Oh no, Hajime is becoming Nagito. He is becoming what he hates.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right?
No.
Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
No.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Yes. Because we all found out in Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 is that if the accomplice is the true murderer, you'll all be dead.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
Well, Fangirl says, I just got here. What case are we on? We're on case 5. We're on trial number 5.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
She just hit the jackpot. What was that feeling right now? It was the feeling that Akane actually said something right. Ah! You need to reach out for the answer. Reach out for the truth. Thing he used as a container was what? Well, this is a lot calmer than before. I need an F. Kapta! Come on, F. Go away. Ah! God damn it. Yeah, that last Hangman's Gambit was so ridiculous. Where the hell's the R? There you are. Now I get a ton of R's. What? That was so unfair. What the hell crashed over there? What? Really? Is it extinguisher? No. What's the second word? Fire grenades. Oh, I don't know how to spell. Yeah. Screw it. I'll take that.
Got it!
When Wild Fangirl says we're on Nagato's
I got
case,
it.
I see. know the killer, but I'm not saying it. Thank you!
Huh?
The fire grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
Woo!
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, because he predicted that that A, we knew what fire grenades were, and B, knew to go and grab it and use it to put out the fire, thereby poisoning him.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
Oh, it's all falling into place.
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
No. If we went by any of the past cases, this could be a technicality, is that whoever was the one who handled the canister with the poison grenade would be the murderer. Like, the last person to touch it, threw it, caused the gas to disperse, and thereby killing Nagito. That would be the most extreme technicality.
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
No, the accomplice could have known that one of the containers ahead of time was the poison gas bomb.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
Or is it?
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What?
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
We're on the quest for truth.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, there's no question about it.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Oh, this is one of those complicated things where Nagito is helping the traitor.
realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. And moment B, it's when we all threw the grenades, right? It could also be this, but I had to be extremely lucky.
I see!
There you go.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yes, we all had a hand at killing him.
Yeah, I think so.
That is the horrifying truth. They're all murderers. More so for Mr. Tsundere, because he actually was a murderer in his past.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
One of us. One of us. One of us. Fire Frost, your logic is out of whack today. It could be. The food I had today wasn't very good.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What?
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
So why are you so hang up on it?
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
It's the traitor.
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Who was it? I don't remember. I don't remember who was the one who knew about the fire grenade, so that was pretty random. Was it Nagito? Nagito originally, yes. But was it Hanami? I'm gonna say this one first to see what happens.
I see!
I guess so.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Again, I'm thinking way beyond what this game is capable of, but it would be really nice if that choice was the branching off point to have the story go off in a different direction and have a multiple ending. But we know that's not Danganronpa's style.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
Who set the warehouse on fire? Nagito originally set it up, but it was Akane who triggered it.
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To make someone throw the poison!
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
No, you don't have to. After all, when the fire was set off, no one knew that Nagito was back there. For all intents and purposes, they could have just let the entire room burn down.
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
Because he knew that everyone was an idiot.
It was a trap.
It's a trap!
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
And we don't know who it is because we never knew which one was the poison container. If only one of them was. Again, another game of Russian roulette, I guess. And therefore, and since no one knew who threw the actual grenade besides whoever was monitoring the situation, no one can truly know who threw the actual grenade that killed him. And therefore, any one wrong guess would kill everybody. And then the lucky one would be the winner. So they could have escaped the island by lottery, I guess. That, or if they guess correctly, then everyone just stays on the island for another day. But I'm pretty sure they're probably going to have some other way of deciding this.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
Everyone did, right?
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Oh, they're going this route.
Huh? Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
Oh, so it was only one bottle.
What the hell?
Murder by technicality.
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
Just like what he did in case 1. It's not the first time he did this. Why is everyone so surprised?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Passed out, let go. I guess so. If rigor mortis would not have set in that quickly, so he would have let go of the left hand.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
That is true, because Monokuma never explained what was the true cause of death.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
So Monokuma's going with the technicality.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
Which is what was happening in the past cases.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces!
Like the fish dance.
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair.
Oh.
Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick.
Dum bum bum.
Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades.
Oh, so it was Sonya who originally found out about it.
I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
But that wouldn't work because if she wasn't the one who threw the actual grenade, that would result in having everyone killed. Except for the one who actually threw it.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
Nope.
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
Nope.
If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times.
Well, good for you.
I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonya. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Too much information.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
Mr. Soda Man, stop being a creeper.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
That's what we've always been doing, right?
I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Why are you asking Hajime for permission?
I got it. Let's do this then.
What? Oh, we're here at this point already? Right before switching the poison. That's not one of these. There's a lot of fire grenades. Light up panels. That's that one over there. Beyond the panel. That's that up there. He's getting ready for sleepy time. Look at that face. Look at that face. It's like everyone else is all charactered out. Guessing like everyone was the murderer. They're all murderers. Alright, so I'm guessing this was a clue or go somewhere. Does it go here? Oh, I would. That was just a random guess. Alright, let's back it all the way up. Alright, here I think? No, there's one more here. This is here. Tie the burn rope to the hand. Sneak attacking the left hand with the knife. Rope's already there, so this goes here. That's not it. That's not it. The plushie is ready. It's kind of redundant. It's like here and here are more or less the same thing. Oh, video signal's cut off. There it goes. Comes back. There's a lot of these stocks. Oops, I let go of the cord. The poison from the shatter grenade is... no, it's actually... is... Sprinklers, activate! It's there, I guess. Yep. Alright. Last stock. That's there. I kind of want to play Street Fighter EX again. This is only just helping it. In order to hurt himself. This is there?
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Wow.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
I forget that was his last name.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere.
Technically, that's true.
While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
That is like the worst buzzer ever.
He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect.
We all know that it was Akane who opened that door. But the weird thing is that it looked like they punched the door open when they actually kicked it. Or did they?
The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain.
That's one flammable curtain.
Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone.
That's a lot of killing words.
Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
Are you saying we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
No, he's still pretty hyped about finding who the traitor is.
He said this to us earlier. That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
You gotta believe.
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
His
I
talents.
see! Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Oh, shite. It's the Russian roulette effect again. He believed his luck would mean that the traitor was the one who had the grenade.
I guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse. But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything. He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck.
Unless his luck depended on him dying.
No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
Gotta bet it all.
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
The traitor.
I see.
Still don't know who that is though.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message.
so he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
It has to do with that diary, isn't it?
And that concludes my argument.
The defense rests.
Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
The only thing we can do is believe.
You gotta believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Maybe. I actually thought about that.
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself.
Is Chiaki the traitor?
That's why I want you guys to guess.
Oh no.
You want us to guess?
Really?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
Uh-oh.
Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Oh no.
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Oh no.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
What? Really? Can I just implicate myself then? Implicate Hajime? Or better yet, I want to implicate this dude because he totally deserves it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick this guy. Random guess. Really? Pick myself then. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to keep picking until I run out of life. Okay, where... Last one! What?
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
No.
Please, hold on.
Aw, you totally guessed right.
Really? How? What? How?
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Wait, how does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
She was the most logical one.
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that?
Yeah, were you able to do that?
Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost. Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
Because if you don't, everyone else dies except for Chiaki. But if you implicate and prove that she was the one who threw the poison gas container, everyone else gets to live and Chiaki is the only one who dies.
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult.
This is all under the assumption that the Nagito's extreme ultimate luck factor managed to hand the poison grenade to Chiaki.
That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you.
Mark Frost is surprised you didn't figure this out. The game had clues everywhere leading to this. I guess so. She was the one who knew most of everything.
I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Whoa, what is Monami doing?
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Monami's denouncing it.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Uh-oh. Oh no! This is the out!
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
The truth is in the diary.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so
It's opposite day.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix!
Wow, that totally sucked. Fire Frost is opposite day Tsundere Day. Close, but not quite.
We will never give up!
Hajime, you're going.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix! I can't lose. I won't let you. First open and mix! I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix! I can't lose. I won't let you. First open and mix! I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face!
Wow, that music went really, really fast. It's really hard to find out what the actual beat was.
We will never give up!
One of these times I'm gonna accidentally hit no. And that would really suck.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix! I can't lose. I won't let you. First open and mix! I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix! I can't lose. I won't let you. First open and mix! I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Jockey and I aren't best friends.
This is the end!
I guess Fever Time was the secret sauce to that thing. Made it really easy.
Investigated Nagito's cottage.
Oh, not super
I
easy
discovered
anyways.
a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Ronnie's diary?
Why so shocked?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. It's different for me.
Why is that?
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand. First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monomi. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to look at the diary entry again. Oh no! I can't actually read it. I'm guessing it's the final dead room. Or maybe a future goal. Future goal sounds more reasonable. No, that's not it.
Damn it!
Final dead room? Yeah, it was the final dead room.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Labrat 616 says, "Yo, dude, have we figured out how Naga died yet?" Yep, we did. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicked because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
Oh yeah, this is when Hajime was all delirious and whatnot.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki.
Firefrost says this was the moment that let him figure it out. It was Chiaki. Yeah, it was mightily convenient that Chiaki was at the right moment at the right place.
That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
I don't know. She's not like Mikan.
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Firefly says no, is how she knew about things you shouldn't. I always presumed it because it was the gamer logic. But then again, it's my fault for presuming that these characters know more than they should. Or should know more than they don't. Or however that logic works. Like I presume, like, pretty much like the last game in Danganronpa 1, where that ultimate fanfiction or whatever writer dude is. He should have known all of these scenarios that are happening right now, so he should have known what was happening, or all these possible scenarios going on, because he's a writer. A fictional he's a fictional writer, so he should be able to make up these fantastical things to happen. And don't tell me that Chiaki, the ultimate gamer, hasn't played any games that had any similar scenarios here before. Firefly says the hubris is in her line. She knew about the ultimate weapon in Octagon before they went into the room. In chapter 4, she was the Get Dead giveaway. Yeah, that's also another hint.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the trader's handbook.
Oh, because she was trying to out herself right away.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew?
Firefly says, I was just in denial until this moment. The feels. Yep, and the game did it just right.
That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor!
But no one is laying down the facts of what's gonna happen, the consequences of those decisions. Of what I mentioned earlier. If no one outs Chiaki as the traitor and not believe in Nagito's ultimate luck, that would mean everyone would die except for Chiaki. I mean, if they're all willing to let Chiaki live and escape the island, by all means, not vote for her.
There is just no way!
Firefly says, first Mikan, now Chiaki. The game made me bully two defenseless people. I don't know about defenseless.
But then nobody will be saved.
Oh wait, is this the moment? It's probably the notebook. Because that's the only thing that's relevant left in this section of the trial.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me, when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs,
That would be Monokuma's
there's no
account.
way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was Me!
When I tried to detonate
It!
Nope, that's not the moment.
Damn it!
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off, didn't Chiaki use the card? If she's a traitor, she would have been. There's no way Chiaki would have known that bomb was fake or not! The only person who knew it was a fake.
Me! When I tried to detonate it!
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
That wasn't the right one either. Okay, there's a lot of targets I can choose.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
Wait, what was Sonia's account again? That's probably what needs to hit on her target. Used one of the secret bombs in the base and found out the bombs were fake at the time. Monami was peeking at the whole thing. So that's why she was watching.
More cautious. There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me.
When I tried to detonate it.
That's not it.
Boom. Labrat says, I say Nagi committed suicide. No one knew about the
Sonya should have
grenade.
been the only one who knew it was a fake.
Labrat, you're correct in saying that, but we know in case 2 and 3 that Monokuma will not let that go because he will point out the technicality that the one who murdered Nagito was the person who threw the grenade. But yeah, Labrat, you can push that one step further and say that his death was his own account, his own fault for setting it up. The technicality on the technicality.
Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Wait, hold on. I'm going through the technicalities in my mind right now, so I'm going to take a brief moment to go over my thoughts. So, Monokuma made this whole entire case thing about murders. Now, I guess in a court case, in our real world court case, murder is a person who killed someone else with the intent to kill. And he only punished those who murdered. Or killed, or something like that. So, if the person who killed did not know about it, there was no intent to kill, that would be homicide? And does Monokuma punish homicides? I don't know. I guess that's all. I have to go and review back on what Monokuma's rules for killing people.
That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that...
Bonifacus says that would be manslaughter. Well, I guess homicide would be what the would it be before the person, or would it be the name of the case? I don't know my definitions of these terms. Labrat says, or who didn't do anything to prevent a death.
I would have had to explain how I heard about
That's
it.
murder
from
too.
I do not want to hear that! Enough already. Please do not say another word.
But I have to.
I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonya.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Oh, we have the sad music for this. I'm very nice. I can still hold the trigger to view the clues here before starting the game. So it's probably Monokuma's account. Or the notebook. One of these two. Or maybe even this. Because that's in here for some reason. So one of these 4 things, I guess. But I'm going to start with Monokuma's account.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence,
Oh, I ran out of cuts!
I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Aha! I missed it by 1 slash? I had to do perfect
Even
cuts.
If she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Ah! What? Okay, I totally forgot on how to do maybe what the power cut or something.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that
What?
counts as evidence,
Okay, I already
I
messed
should
up.
be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
This is
Even
not
if
meant
she
for
knew the bomb was
precision
fake,
cutting.
that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
Okay, there's a certain
After all,
speed to
I also knew
this,
the bomb was fake.
but I can't go overboard. This nuanced technique is very difficult.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake,
What?
that does
Why is
not
that
prove
6?
Chucky is the traitor.
Why are these
that
taking
counts as
6
evidence.
hits?
I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
Ah,
Well, I also knew the bomb was fake.
damn it. What's the technique to this?
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
That explains why.
After all, I also
You
knew
can
the bomb
hold
was
a
fake.
direction and it'll auto slash. It'll like turbo slash in that direction. It's rather annoying.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
This kind of sucks that you have to like do the exact number of cuts.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After
Ah!
all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
There's something I'm missing here.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that that counts as
What?
evidence, I should be
Okay, I already
dead,
messed
too.
up.
After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
So I have to hold it in between the first and the second.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chucky is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
There we go. Couple of missed
Knowing it was a
swift.
fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows Monokuma probably told Chiaki
Damn it!
that it was fake beforehand.
Oh, still got the free slice. Yay! That minigame's over.
Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
That Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
There's finally that moment where they realize what's happening.
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
Cause we have to now.
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
Then don't vote.
I'm telling you that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
Oh, fancy words.
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know.
That isn't fair.
I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
That is a subtle roundabout hint that if we don't vote for her, we all die.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
There's still a story behind the scenes.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
Because I don't know who Monokuma's affiliated with.
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
I'm getting all sorts of Gurren logging in this right now.
God damn it!
An all too familiar feeling, right? Isn't that right, Mr. Tsundere?
Why did it end up like this?
Oh, that's nice of them. They don't let the game make you point the finger. It's gonna automatically do it for you. Because they know you're gonna feel sad about it. Yeah, look at these terrible ratings. Especially this one. I had to continue 4 times on this one. The trial's over. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness, and after all, shame. Labrat says, I wonder what would happen if the votes were all tied all over at the end. Yeah, I guess that is one of the things that they never explained, or at least never went into detail about it. Because they never actually had to deal with it, so it never explained it, I guess. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, we have to start walking. Oh, here's the moment we have to pick.
Even so.
Man, he's pooped.
Damn it!
So the luck factor worked in. They were all played for fools.
Damn it.
In the end, Nagito is laughing, going, "Ha ha! You all fell for it, even though I'm dead.
Congratulations, everyone.
You all get to live."
Damn it.
Damn it!
Why do you feel so bad? You did this on yourself.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
You gotta believe.